Sup, Chaos72 here for another Chaos Toy review. Today taking a look at Ghost Chain Series 08, Goemon, and Ryoma Damashii from the Kamen Rider Ghost toy line. So, these are Tokan boosts, retail, since I doubt we're going to get Himiko at retail, to Damashii that are somewhat locked to the Tokan boost form. Now, it's not explicitly stated that he can't use it in, we'll call it the Ore base form. But anyway, here is the kicker with Tokan boost, is that this suit is going to get a lot of use because it's able to don the other parkas that Takaru has obtained. We don't know if he'll be able to use stuff like Tutankhamun, Nobunaga, Houdini, but Tokan Boost's new sort of gimmick is he boosts the power of the other parkas. Once he bonds with the heart of the hero, so to speak, he is able to don that old parka. So we're going to see him use Musashi, Benkei, and Robin Hood within the next month or so. So let's take a look at these parkas. And these are significantly longer parkas, and Himiko also follows this trend, so might be sort of the motif going on with this, but not really 100% sure. So here we have Goemon, who is done in a nice neon yellow sort of color scheme, and he's designed after, I don't remember, but Goemon, who was I believe a Kabuki artist or something along those lines, but he is very well known in Kabuki and is apparently somewhat of a pop culture icon to them. And apparently he tried to take a crack at Oda Nobunaga, the very same one of this. While not confirmed, apparently he may have tried to assassinate Nobunaga because he might have been a ninja. I don't know. And one thing it seems to have, I haven't taken a really good look at Himiko, but the parkas, or at least these three, have a ghost logo on them somewhere. And as you saw, he does have the Tokan boost horn. And funny thing is like I was saying about the old parkas, they retain the blue smaller horn, not this one. So this thing just got at least another 7 hoodies that can be used and will be completely show accurate. So we have the nice gem up here that's supposed to be like his hair, have this little thing on his back, silver ropes, and black lining that doesn't go on the other half of the hoodie. So to transform him, push these up, and there is the Kabuki. And we'll get over the seam in a second. So prepare thine Tokan boost, and like all the other ghost change, you just plop them down. And that's it. Just to make sure it's on, just kind of move a sleeve out of the way. Make sure it's pegged in. And there you go. Goemon Damashii. And one thing I appreciate that they did is that you can close up the seams. There's a little tab and a little slot. Sorry, I'm spending a little too much time on this, but would like to show off. Just not gonna do it now that I want it to. There we go. All right, why won't you go into the slot? I guess I was just missing the slot then. So there you go. Now you can still kind of see the red through it, but it's not as... And you still retain the same level of posability, and if you split this, you can do outward leg movement. Now again, like all of them, while this one seems to be a little bit more hindered since it bumps up against the headpiece, you still have all the posability, but it does break the illusion of a hoodie. And he does wield the Sunglass Slasher, but I'm going to show it off in both of them since it's the same hand, and it's the same figure as Tokon Boost, and I have painted mine's up a little bit more. Actually, Goemon's debut had him hold it upside down, or backhanded. So something like this. Now I know it breaks the symmetry, but there you go. Goemon Damashii. Now let's plop this off. On the stand, Goemon. And let's take a quick gander at Ryoma. Now, one thing I'm kind of having an issue with these releases is that the eyes really get lost, and I kind of wish that they did paint this to make the eyes stand out a little bit more, but that's a minor complaint considering, you know, if you're going to buy this, you're probably going to slap it on a figure. So here we have Ryoma, who has nice little dragon horns, and we'll get into a little bit more of his theme after. And this looks like ship parts, and Ryoma was a samurai, much like Goemon. Apparently Goemon was a samurai. Sorry about that. Who revolutionized... I forget specifically, but he was also known for having a pistol, but was a noteworthy samurai, hence why he kind of has the samurai look here. And here is the Ghost logo. Flip up the helmet, and I know it's hard to see. And yes, I did paint up the little things up there. And he does have tiny little arms. So let's get into the transformation. Fold those up. Make sure the parka split. Grab your Tokon. Use the good old power of your Ghost Driver. And plop them on. Now, one complaint I kind of have with the longer parkas here is that they're because there's a little bit more plastic around. Oh boy. Since there's a little bit more plastic floating around, not floating, but you get what I'm trying to say. Since there is a bit more free plastic in it, it is a lot harder to line up the parkas onto the little pegs on the figure. So you may need to kind of take a gander in there. Make sure you're lining it up properly. There we go. And then push the head down. And there you go. Ryoma Damashii. Oh, gotta get your jawline. There we go. Ryoma. And just like Goemon, plug the parka into itself. And there you go. Now I would pose him with the Sunglass Slasher in gun mode. I'm not sure what the official name is. But it's being held by another figure. That's a pain in the butt to get out of his hand. I'll sticky tack. So I will pose him with the Sunglass Slasher yet again. And if you're wondering why the thumbnail picture is of him doing Uchu Kita pose with Forza, it's because his debut had him do the Uchu Kita. Now, here's one thing about Ryoma. Hold on. Getting my reference material. Okay. Have it to the page I needed. Now, one thing about Ryoma here is he's got a weird case where these things are known to get out of the way. So he could do something like this and it not break any sort of appearance. So I appreciate that, and it kind of shows that his bits aren't painted, and I'm probably going to fix that after this. But he retains most of the posability. In fact, he retains the most so far besides Musashi and Tutankhamun, and it still is accurate to the show. And it seems like some of the suits have this get out of the way and reveal the arm underneath it. But let me give you a quick glance at what I mean. Yeah. Okay. See, the shoulder is clearly not a sleeve, but is more of a shoulder pad, and there's a good look there. And this is from Televikun, by the way. But yes, clear arms will get in the way. And like any ghost change besides stuff like Necrom, Tokan Boost, and I'm gonna say Houdini, but I don't think that's 100% accurate. You can move the faceplate to get some of the head posability out of. And let's take a quick look at that head sculpt. I mean, it's hard to see the whiskers of the dragon, but you can clearly see the defined face of the dragon. So, that is Ghost Change Series 08, Goemon and Ryoma Damashis. And let me know, you guys, what is your favorite form, or which which original parka are you most looking forward to being donned by Tokan Boost? I'm kind of hoping to see Newton, since, Newton, really want to figure him. But I'm also interested to see stuff like Billy the Kid and Beethoven. Kind of the underloved in one, either the show or the toy line, or the other. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Oyazumi. I'm sorry.